So this is a USACO Best Warrior competition. So far we've done a PT test, obstacle course. We took a written test, just based Army knowledge, and we got land nav coming up, and some warrior tasks and battle drills.
In my understanding, it emulates the Soldier of the Year competition, and as far as this event generally, with some differences, of course. The idea of the competition is to, well, find who the best warrior is in a certain unit.
Me and the fellow competitors have been identified as the best competition to send forth to the Fort Huachuca Best Warrior competition. We're competing against each other to be named NCO of the Year for Fort Huachuca and follow up with the Tread-Eye competition. So we started off with a whole lot of movement yesterday. We had range qual, we had combatives this morning, we had a couple of different things going on. Today we're doing the board, and then later today we're going to be doing land navigation at night, and we're going to be hanging out at the range overnight.
So my battalion was in their competition. They're doing the upper body round robin. I just wanted to see how good I was going to do. I've already had previous board experiences. I've gone to a USAPAC Best Warrior as a specialist. I've been competing kind of a lot, and just kind of wanted to see how I was going to do.
I went in with the idea, as I've heard before, that, somebody like a sergeant major or even a general is just really someone who joined the Army before you. It's just a man. But the more I answered questions and the more I realized I didn't know, inevitably the more nervous I got. And the more nervous I got, of course, they're sergeant majors, they can read that, so then it just kind of spiraled out of control. I've enjoyed myself so far. The board was pretty nerve-wracking. Other than that, I look forward to not doing the board and doing the rest of the events and excelling.
I'm pretty strong physically, coming from a wrestling background, pretty well-rounded. I'm running a lot, doing a lot of weight training, just reading up online how to be physically better. One day I may deploy. I just want to be as ready as I can be, so I can save, not only my own life, but my brothers and sisters in arms as well.
The hardest part was fighting Sergeant Smythe this morning. He's a 3-time state champion winner for wrestling, and I think he had me pinned in less than a minute and a half. So that was the hardest part, and then the most stressful part is probably about to happen in the next 10 minutes when I go to the board.
Definitely fair. Definitely grueling. I can't wait to finish up and see who's the winner.
We just stepped off at 3 a.m. Did a 12-mile ruck. Me and Staff Sergeant Smythe. We just trucked right next to each other. We did our best to stay with each other and just keep each other motivated and determined to get through it. We came down here. We did a couple different weapons checks. We did assembly functions checks.
And then after that, we did a stress shoot where pretty much just running through, doing calisthenics, and trying to up our heart rate, and we fired.
Push yourself! Prove yourself wrong! Let's go! Let's go! You can do this! Let's go! Let's go! All the way! Let's go!
Legs.
Let's go!
Use
you got
your
this!
legs.
You got
Use
this!
your
Let's go!
legs.
I was surprised all the push-ups and crunches and Y squats. First I thought, oh, just ruck, then we'd shoot, and it's too easy, but get over here, it's like, no. Do the exercises, low crawl, which is one of the hardest things in my experience to do in the Army so far.
It was definitely high op tempo, and then trying to fire, when your heart rate's going, your eye pro is fogging. You kind of just gotta deal with the suck and get through it as best you can.
Stress shoot is designed to bring your heart rate up above 170 degrees, take you to the black zone. The black zone is like a heart rate above 170 where your heart's pumping at its fastest and you're depleting oxygen the most. And then have you aim and put rounds on target, because generally about 90% of your shots will be a miss because your heart's still pumping so fast, you're breathing so hard, the weapon is just all over the place. So when you get up there, you really just gotta calm down and sit down and relax. Bring your heart rate back down and control your shot groups.
That was some hard work here that he was going through this morning with a 12-mile ruck, and then coming out here with the ESB, because you guys absolutely finished him off, I think, for the rest of the day. There were 16 points that separated these two. Unbelievably close between the two of them. For this 1 week, the one that eked out in front of the other one was Staff Sergeant Faketa. Yes!
So,
congratulate you. Thank you.
A lot to learn to do. I got to study my basic skills, do some rucks, do some nighttime land nav, all that sort of. Everything I did here, I'm going to try to work towards perfecting those skills.
It was good. lot of different events, a lot of different things I've never seen. Good training overall. Definitely a good group of soldiers competing with.
Say thank you, a special thank you to Sergeant First Class Moore, my sponsor, and the NCO who helped develop me and push me through all the events here. And he was with me every day, and every time I was slipping, every time I felt like I was at my point, he's like, hey, put the good stuff, drive on.